You are welcome to Science Tutorials with Eternity the Schoolboy. Today we are going to take a look at chemistry. We have a question here on the board, and the question says 22.0 cm cube of a 0.32 m, that is molarity or mole per dm cube, of H2SO4 requires 30.0 cm cube of sodium hydroxide solution for complete neutralization. Calculate the concentration of sodium hydroxide in I mole per dm cube, II gram per dm cube. So this is a question of is a neutralization reaction. Then in that neutralization we calculate the concentration of what? Of sodium hydroxide that is required for complete neutralization. Actually, this is a kind of we want to actually standardize this sodium hydroxide. We want to standardize this sodium hydroxide using 0.32 mole per dm group H2SO4. Now, without wasting time, let's get down to the business. Now, the first thing to do is to solution. The first thing to do is to write the equation of the reaction. Now let's go. We have H2SO4 aqueous reacting with what? Sodium hydroxide aqueous to give what? Sodium sulfate aqueous plus water liquid. Now let's see if the equation is balanced. Hydrogen 2 here, 2 here, okay. Sodium is 2 here, 2 here, 1 here. So sodium is 2 here. Okay, let's go. Okay, oxygen 2. Hydrogen 2 here, 2 here. So 4 should be here. Sorry, 2 should be here. So hydrogen now 4, oxygen 2 here, SO4. So if the equation is now balanced. Now, what is the mole ratio? Here now we have 1 mole of H2SO4 requires 2 moles of sodium hydroxide for complete what? Neutralization. Now we go down to the popular equation formula, which says that CAVA over CB VB is equal to what? NA over what? NB. Actually, this Ca is the concentration of the acid in mole per dm cube. Va is the volume of the acid. Actually, it should be the cm cube in dm cube. But since we have cm cube here, we also have cm cube here, they will definitely cancel out. So no need converting it to what? Dm cube. Now, we leave it as cm cube. Cb is the concentration of the what? The base we are looking for in mole per dm cube. While Vb is the volume of the what? The base. Now let's write them out. Ca is equal to what? 0.32 m. Va is equal to what? 22.0 cm cube. Cb is equal to, we don't know, that's what you're looking for. Vb is equal to what? 30.0 cm cube. Now, this 1 and 2, they are the mole ratios, so which are respectively Na and B. So Na is equal to what? Let me come over to this side. So Na is equal to what? Na is equal to what? 1. While Nb is equal to what? 2. Now from here now we are looking for Cb. So we make Cb the subject of the formula. That means that Cb is now equal to what? We cross multiply. If we cross multiply, it becomes what? That Cb is now equal to Ca VA NB all over VB NA. Okay, we already know the values of this, so let's substitute. So CB is now equal to what? 0.32 m times VA, which is 22.0 cm cube, times ND, which is what? 2, over VB, which is what? 30.0 cm cube, times NA, which is what? 1. Without wasting our time, if we punch this, it will give us 0.469 m, which is approximately what? 0.47 what? m. So the concentration of sodium hydroxide in mole per dm cube is what? 0.47 m, or mole, 0.47 mole per dm cube. We've gotten the first answer. Now let's go to the next question. The next question. It says that we should calculate II. We should calculate II. There is a relationship between molar mass, molar concentration, and mass concentration. Actually, concentration in mole per dm cube is known as molar concentration or molarity, while concentration in gram per dm cube is known as mass concentration. So there's a relationship between molar concentration, mass concentration, and the molar mass. And that relationship says that molar mass is in gram per mole is equal to mass concentration, I'll use mass conc, that is in gram per dm cube, all over molar concentration, that is molar conc, in mole what? Per dm cube. This is the relationship between these three parameters. Now, with this now, we can now calculate the mass concentration, that is concentration in gram per dm cube. So let's make this mass concentration the subject or the formula. This will now give us that mass concentration, mass conc, in gram per dm cube is now equal to what? Molar mass times molar what? Molar conc. Molar mass is in gram per mole. Molar conc is mole per what? dm cube. But we already know our molar conc, which is 0.4. We already calculated our molar concentration. Molar conc to be what? 0.47 mole per what? dm cube. Now, let us now calculate the molar mass of sodium hydroxide. Now, what is molar mass? Molar mass is the mass of 1 mole. Mass of 1 mole of a compound is the molar mass of that compound. The mass of 1 mole of a compound. So molar mass has a unit which is gram per mole. The mass of 1 mole. Now we are talking about sodium hydroxide here. Now the 1 mole of sodium hydroxide is represented as this. This is 1 mole of sodium hydroxide. Even though this one is insignificant, it doesn't really appear, but I just put it to remind us that this is how it should look like. Now, if you want to calculate this mass of 1 mole, that is the molar mass of sodium hydroxide, what you do is this. You now check the content of 1 mole of sodium hydroxide. Actually, 1 mole of sodium hydroxide contains 1 mole of sodium hydroxide contains 1 mole of sodium atom plus 1 mole of oxygen atom plus 1 mole of hydrogen atom. That is what it contains. 1 mole of sodium hydroxide contains 1 mole of sodium atom plus 1 mole of oxygen atom plus 1 mole of hydrogen atom. And the mass of 1 mole of an atom of these atoms are the same thing with their what? Their relative atomic mass. So if that is the case now, we now represent this with their relative atomic mass. The relative atomic mass of sodium is 23. So this will now become 1 times 23 plus 1 times 16. Relative atomic mass of oxygen is what? 16. That of hydrogen is 1. Is 1 times 1. 1 times 1. All will be in what? Gram per what? Mole. Gram per mole. So if you solve this thing out, you now have 23 plus 16. This time this 23. This time this 16. This time this 1. Still in what? Gram per mole. 23 plus 16 plus 1 will give us what? 40 gram per mole. So the molar mass of what? Sodium hydroxide is 40 gram per mole. So with this now, we can now comfortably find the mass concentration of sodium hydroxide. We established here that mass concentration in gram per dm³ is equal to molar mass times molar conc. So let's substitute these things. We'll now arrive at this. That mass conc of sodium hydroxide is now equal to what? The molar mass, which is 40 gram per mole, times the what? The molar concentration, which is 0.4 what? 7 mole per what? dm³. Which 0.47 mole per dm³. So if you multiply this out, it will give us 18.8 gram per what? dm³. Approximately 18.8 gram per dm³. So the mass concentration of sodium hydroxide, that is the concentration in gram per dm³, is now equal to 18.8 gram per dm³. First one is 0.469, approximately 0.47 mole per dm³. That is concentration in mole per dm³. Then concentration in gram per dm³ is approximately 18.8 gram per dm³. Thank you very much for your attention. Please, if you have any question, chat me up on the WhatsApp number on the screen. You can also subscribe to our YouTube channel dedicated to educational videos. The name is Susan Academy. You can also subscribe to our general YouTube channel, our general company YouTube channel. The name is Susan Limited. You can also subscribe to my personal YouTube channel. The name is For Maternity the Schoolboy. My name is For Maternity the Schoolboy. See you next time.